So how's the Pacific Beach real estate market doing in the middle of this pandemic? All right, welcome back. This is Gary Kent, your Pacific Beach realtor, and people are always asking me, how's the Pacific Beach real estate market? So this is your May 2020 update, and I'm coming to you late in May of 2020. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you this map here. I'm going to zoom in. This is my low-tech zooming. So we're only talking here about Pacific Beach. We're not talking about Mission Beach. So it's PB only, not La Jolla, etc. Not Mission Beach, just Pacific Beach. Okay, so let's first have an overview of the single-family market in Pacific Beach. So as you can see here, there are 34 houses for sale and 16 that are pending. Pending is our word for in escrow. And condos, there are 46 for sale and 19 pending. All right, now let's do some comparison of a 30-day period this year versus last year. And this is going to be mid-April to mid-May 2020 versus 2019. All right, and we're going to talk about the number of homes sold, the average market time, average sales price, and the average price per square foot. Let me just mention, since I brought up price per square foot, that is not how you determine the value of a home. Even though many real estate agents, some appraisers, and some normal people will talk about price per square foot, and they'll say, oh, homes are selling for $800 per square foot, or whatever the number is. You cannot determine the value of a home by the square footage. And if you're wondering why is that, I have a very simple answer for you. Is your home strictly made up of the square footage, or are there things like lot size, view, condition, garage, curb appeal, decor, floor plan, etc., etc.? I think the answer is yes. So you cannot determine the value of a home by the square footage. Nevertheless, it can be useful to show trends. The next thing I'm going to tell you, even though I am showing you statistics, that we're taking a pretty small sample, so it can get skewed here and there. So the number of homes sold in that 30-day period is off by 64%. Now, before you say, oh no, the market's off or activity's off by 64, I want to flip that around and say, we're still at 36% of where we were last year. And if you had asked me and most realtors on March 15th, how we're going to be doing in the middle of a pandemic with most people staying home, etc., I would probably not have said that we'd have 36% of the normal activity. So I actually think we're doing pretty well. All right, so there's that. Then something else that's, I'd say, pretty interesting. The average market time has only ticked up a little bit from 24 to 29 days. So that tells you houses are not taking forever to sell at all. 29 days, that's a month. That's really not that bad. So 29 days on average versus 24. Now the next thing, and this is going to get to the small sample skewing things, prices are down, according to the stats, by almost 11%. Now, are prices really down by 11%? Absolutely not. I'm out there in the trenches. I'm selling homes. And I'm going to tell you the prices are roughly where they were to down, a couple of percent, 3% at the most compared to a year ago. I would even be surprised if they were down at all. So while the stats are showing this, I do not think that reflects reality. That could just be 2 or 3 high-end homes that sold last year didn't sell this year, or their equivalent. And that can play with the statistics that easily. All right. Price per square foot. This is probably a little more indicative, and this is why I have this stat, even though, again, you can't determine your home value by price per square foot. You can see trends. So price per square foot is off by about 3.1%. So again, with my feeling that the market is anywhere from holding to down a very few percent, that tracks well with that. So that says 3.1%. Now, I want to give you this perspective. Prices were at their all-time high, probably, now we're talking about in history, in February. So if you're thinking of selling and you sell at 97, 98, 99, or even 100% of the all-time highs in history, you're not doing too bad. So if you're thinking of selling, don't be sad, please. Okay, now a question that people are asking me after they first say, how's the real estate market in Pacific Beach, is, and I tell them, they go, well, why has it not crashed? Question mark. See that clever graphic there? Why has it not crashed? So I think there are two reasons. One is interest rates are very low, right around the lowest they've ever been. They're bouncing around as they do, but they're bouncing between a hair under 3 all the way up to about 4%. Those are darn good interest rates. So that, that's one reason. The other reason is a lot of people have held their homes off the market. There's so many people that are telling me right now, Gary, I want to sell my home. You're going to handle it, but we're waiting until things kind of open up, until this pandemic is a little bit more under control. So we've had an artificially decreased supply, and I think that has helped prices remain stable or drop very slightly, but not by much. Okay, so that being said, if you're thinking of selling your home, I want to offer you this book that I wrote. And this is a book that I wrote. It's not ghostwritten. It's a real book. You can see here. It is The 22 Secrets to Selling Your Home for the Most Money in the Shortest Time with the Least Hassle. You would think I would know the full title of my own book, but it's kind of long. But you can just say The 22 Secrets to Selling Your Home. The reason I'm showing you that is I give that to people such as yourself who are thinking of selling their home and talk to me about selling it. So I'd love to give you a copy of my book, as well as, determine the value of your home, etc. So if you're thinking of selling, let's meet in person. Let's have a Zoom or a video conference interview, discussion, or we can talk over the phone. Here's how to reach me, 858-457-KENT. You can text or call me there, 858-457, and that's 5368. Or you can email me, gary@garykent.com. The last thing I want to say is I have met, there's a good chance you and I have met in person. I may have knocked on your door, rang your doorbell. For the moment, of course, I'm not doing that, but I do hope to see you soon. So whether I see you, whether you and I talk on the phone, video conference, etc., I look forward to our next interaction. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found it a little bit informative. Take care and let's talk soon. Thanks. Bye.